morning, I'm Adele de Toy, Marketing Manager for Annique Rooibos, and welcome to this year's Boost Your Health event, where we'll be talking about and investing in your health. We are going to be exploring why preventative care is so important and take a deep dive into why taking health supplements is key to living a long, healthy, and quality life. Before I introduce you to our keynote speaker for today, all the way from London, I'd like to give you all some quick high fives. But by that I mean, firstly, in a nutshell, 5 reasons how our modern lifestyles are causing significant health problems. 1, junk food and the double trouble of those guilty pleasures, smoking and drinking alcohol. 2, the raft of pharmaceuticals we indulge in today, like painkillers, antibiotics, etc. 3, our exposure to modern environmental hazards like pollution and other chemicals. 4, the rapidly deteriorating quality of our food. Yes, even our fresh veggies are not providing us with the nutrition that they used to. And 5, stress. Oh, that's a biggie. Which brings me to my second high five. 5 reasons why we should be supplementing. 1, to help us manage stress. 2, to help us prevent disease. 3, to improve our energy and vitality and also our mood. 4, to help us save costs on expensive medical care. And 5, to generally help us face the onslaught of the health problems our modern lifestyles are causing. And boy, there are so many. Before we get down to the nuts and bolts of today's event, it's time for our first Annique giveaway of the day. And the gift is valued at 3,500 Rand for the best testimonial of our superfood. We received so many wonderful testimonials, and we thank you for sending it in. Let me share with you the winning testimonial. It was from a consultant who battled with her eyes, with double and night vision and severe pain in her joints. She bought the superfood yellow, and within 2 weeks, she noticed that her eyesight had improved, that she had no more double vision, and she was able to focus again. She also noticed that the pains in her hands and her joints was gone. So the lady who sent us in this testimonial is the winner of the incredible gift. Congratulations to you, Marlene Besaidenout. Marlene, make sure that you contact our CRM department to claim your gift. Remember, there's another Annique giveaway of 3,500 Rand later in the program, so do make sure you stay joined. Send us a WhatsApp with your superfood testimonial, and you can send it to our WhatsApp line on 079 913 5211. Let's say that number again, 079 913 5211. And we will announce the winner at the end of our event. So start sending those testimonials right now. Get those fingers going. But now, our gift of the day. From us to you, especially for you, we have an offer on our Superfood Brown. In this product, you will find the king trumpet mushroom that aids in gut health. It's an energy booster. It helps to support stress, and also it's incredible for endurance for athletes and sports enthusiasts. Buy it now for the ridiculous price of only 55 Rand. Yes, you heard correct, 55 Rand. You save a whopping 214 Rand. So this offer is non-discountable, and it's available until the 30th of June. Make sure you get yours. So that's the Superfood Brown, valued at 269 Rand for only 55 Rand. And there's one available per consultant, so don't miss out. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. She's a global well-being consultant with a practical and playful approach to well-being and performance. She's also a qualified dietitian and workplace well-being expert. She's authored 2 books and has a professional speaking fellowship, and is an accredited hard math coach and embodiment facilitator. Wow! Her particular field of interest is gut health and how it relates to well-being and longevity. She has French parents and lives in the United Kingdom, but most importantly, she grew up right here in Johannesburg in South Africa. She is none other than our keynote speaker, Celine Morin, and we welcome here today all the way from London. Thank you for joining us, Celine. Now, gut health is certainly one of the hottest health topics at the moment, and we're seeing so much new research and discoveries made on gut and the digestive system. So please tell us why the gut plays such a pivotal role in our overall health.
Hi, everyone, and what a great question, Adele. In my experience of being a registered dietitian, most of us don't give thought to our digestive systems until something goes wrong, and then we pay attention. And really, from breaking wind, burping, even bloating, it is so important to listen to what the digestive system is saying, because it relates to our holistic well-being. The digestive system has a direct impact not only on our physical well-being, but our emotional and our mental well-being too. It really is a marvelous organ and system, and very underrated. So far from being ashamed of it or shy or to ignore it, we really should pay attention and even celebrate the gut. So I'm simply delighted to be talking about this incredibly important topic. So the digestive system goes from the mouth all the way to the rectum, and everything in between, the stomach, the pancreas, the liver, the small intestine, the colon, is all considered the GIT, the gastrointestinal tract. For the purpose of our conversation today, I'd like us to focus on the large intestine, or it's sometimes called the colon, or sometimes referred to as the gut. And what we know about the gut today, because of all the research that is now being done on this incredible system and organ, is that it impacts not just our digestion and the ability for us to absorb nutrients from food, but it's linked to our energy, our ability to regulate our weight, our managing our illness, our mental health, our moods. So how does it do that? Well, it impacts and relates to our energy, because we need to be able to absorb macronutrients and micronutrients from the food that we eat. That gives us, for instance, our blood sugar levels, the ability to function. It also helps us to absorb vitamins and minerals, which we know are essential for well-being. And then it relates to our weight, because when we are nourished, we have less cravings, maybe for unhealthy foods, and we optimize calories and nutrients. It relates to our illness or our ability to have strong immunity, because the immune system starts in the gut. And it relates to our mental health and our moods and the brain. We're going to talk a bit about the gut-brain axis, because most of the brain neurotransmitters, like serotonin and dopamine, are made in the gut, and that impacts our ability to manage our moods, to sleep, to concentrate, to manage anxiety. So our bellies and our brains are connected, but how? The digestive system has its own nervous system. Did you know that? It's called the enteric nervous system. And this nervous system communicates with the brain via the vagus nerve. And this vagus nerve is like a very busy telephone going between the gut and the brain. Did you know that even if the gut, the digestive system, is cut off from the brain, it continues to exist and survive? It literally has a mind of its own. And there are many more messages going from the gut to the brain than the other way around. So what impacts all these messages? Well, the star of the show is actually not just the colon or the gut itself, but it's this universe of bacteria and other microbes that live inside us. Without them, we couldn't survive. So they are essential. They are called the microbiome. Micro meaning tiny, bio meaning life. They give us life, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands of them. In fact, as I tell you a little bit more about these wonderful creatures, why don't you place one of your hands and put it over your belly, and just bring your awareness to the area behind your hand inside your tummy, and give it some appreciation, because these creatures, these thousands of different species that we have, we actually have more diversity of bacteria and microbiome in us than we can find in the rainforest. And what these creatures do is they take bits of our food, they break it down so that we can better absorb it. They even create vitamins. They create a range of hormones and chemicals. And these are the chemicals that help and impact our appetite, our energy levels, our mood, our immunity, and our general well-being. Now, remember that telephone line I spoke about, the vagus nerve? The microbes in your gut can hack that line, and they send messages up to your brain. Now, I'd like us to chat about when these messages can go wrong, because that happens when the microbiome is imbalanced. But firstly, let's just think about what are things you could look out for in yourself, in those that you care about, in your clients. So sadly, when the microbiome is imbalanced, and this happens so easily today, you'll understand why in a moment, we can start seeing problems. So short term, we see issues with energy, weight, immunity and mood. So we can maybe have gut problems like constipation and bloating, low energy levels, food cravings, we have mood swings, we get sick a lot more easier. And then long term, these consequences can lead to weight gain, maybe even weight loss if you're not absorbing nutrients properly, inflammatory conditions like diabetes and heart disease, hypercholesterolemia, even certain cancers, especially digestive cancers like colon cancer, osteoporosis, mental health issues. So I know this is a mouthful, but I really wanted to start off with a little bit of explanation around why the gut, your gut, is a marvelous system and why we really should be paying attention to it, because it really does impact all aspects of our well-being.
Fascinating. What really grabbed my attention is that you said that our bellies and our brains are connected. Essentially, all health issues start in the gut, and in the digestive system is responsible not just for gut health, but also for our mental, emotional, physical, and overall health. Now, Celine, how do we know if we have a healthy gut or not?
Another great question, Adele, and so important, right? So yes, you can do certain tests, but these are quite costly and many of them are not as accurate. You know, this is still quite a new, relatively new area of research. So the best thing to do is to look at symptoms and to listen to your body and to take an honest look at your lifestyle. So why don't we do this? Have you got pen and paper handy? Because I'd like to ask you to reflect on 15 different symptoms. And then we're going to look at 5 lifestyle habits. And let's see how you rate yourself in terms of potentially having a risk or a greater risk of having a microbiome imbalance. So have you got pen and paper handy? I'd like you to answer yes or no to each question. And maybe if you answer yes, reflect on how often do you experience this particular aspect. Is it mild? So would you say, well, it's on occasion, maybe once or twice a month? Is it more frequently, maybe it's weekly, or is it really often, like every day? So let's take a look, yes or no. And if you answer yes, perhaps give yourself a little star or circle the yes if it is regular. So if it's happening several times a week or more often. So firstly, do you have constipation? Do you experience diarrhea or loose stools? Do you experience any kind of gas or bloating? Then number 4, do you experience any pain in your abdomen, in the belly area, any kind of aches and pains? Do you ever see mucus or blood inside your stool, so inside your poo? Number 6, do you experience sinus problems or nasal congestion? Do you have any joint pain, so aches and pains in your joints? Do you ever have any skin rashes or breakouts, or maybe something like psoriasis or dermatitis? Do you ever experience food allergies or intolerances? And then number 10, what about asthma? Do you have any asthma? And hay fever? And what about mood swings? And I'm talking, it's a subjective thing to measure. We all have ups and downs, but perhaps quite serious mood swings. Would you say that your memory has deteriorated, or sometimes I refer to this as brain fog, It's like you know you could be thinking more clearly, but you're just struggling to. What about unexplained weight gain or weight loss? And then lastly, do you have any form of inflammation, an inflammatory type condition like arthritis or gout? So the more you answered yes to these questions, or the more serious, the more frequent you experience one or more of these conditions, that could be something related to your gut. And then I'd like you to ask yourself these lifestyle questions, because these are triggers for why we could be seeing an imbalance in your microbiome. The intake of antibiotics. So if you've been perhaps poorly or sick and you've gone and had antibiotics, chances are you were told to take some kind of probiotic afterwards. However, sometimes today the probiotics are so strong that they really disrupt the gut microbiome, and the gut microbiome can really struggle to bounce back on its own. Antibiotics are also prevalent in our food supply. So even if you're not potentially taking them as pills because you're not getting sick, you could be exposed to them through food products. Secondly, do you take any medications, especially painkillers? So non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents is what we call them. And these medications, as well as pesticides and toxins that we see in food, can cause an imbalance to our gut microbiome. Thirdly, do you consume refined processed foods? So when we look at refined carbohydrates, then we're looking at things made with flour. So breads, certain starches, cereals, cakes and pastries and biscuits and sugars and processed maize meal, and then processed meats as well can also, because they produce nitrates in the colon, which is not that good for us. Then number 4, in terms of your lifestyle habits, do you consume excess alcohol? So more than 1 or 2 units a day, or more than 7 units in a week for a lady, or 14 for a man would be, that's the recommendation. More than that could cause an imbalance in your gut microbiome. And perhaps also excessive caffeine intake. And then lastly, number 5, if you are particularly stressed or you're not managing your stress well, stress has a huge impact on the gut microbiome. So how do you rate when you reflect on these lifestyle factors and the symptoms before? Are you paying attention, maybe sitting up, perhaps a bit surprised? That's okay, you're in the right time, at the right place. I think what is important, because we are all so stressed, considering the huge amounts of uncertainty that we've been exposed to, stress has a huge impact on the gut. So without going into too much detail, I think it's important to understand that when you are stressed, that means maybe you're running late, or you've seen a difficult email, or somebody you care about has upset you, or you've seen the news, or you've seen something frustrating on social media, whatever that might be. Your brain will send a message to your adrenal glands to release adrenaline and cortisol, and then that gets you into what we call the fight or flight response. So a lot of the blood will be told to move away from your internal organs, including your digestive system and your gut, to go to your arms and your legs to prepare you to be able to run towards the stressor or to run away from it. That's, in very simple terms, what the fight or flight response is. When you don't have a lot of blood and nutrients around the digestive system, digestion doesn't occur optimally. And that's how stress directly impacts our gut, our digestion, and our immunity. Because when you're very stressed, when the brain thinks that you are in survival mode, that your life potentially is at risk, which is how many of us are feeling every minute or every hour that we're awake, it's not important to digest the breakfast that you had. And so, along with looking at our lifestyle and diet, which we're going to talk about, please pay attention to the supplements that can also help your diet in a moment. We need to also consider, how can I better manage my emotional well-being? Let me share with you a personal story. My mother, when she was in her early 20s, she got very stressed. She went through a difficult time and she developed serious constipation. And then after that, her skin flared up. She got very serious psoriasis. Every time she would have a flare-up, she would be given a corticosteroid treatment. And over the years, whenever she was stressed, the constipation would come up, her skin would flare, and she went through a particularly stressful time. quite a few years ago. So bad that the psoriasis was coming up her neck and it was on her face and in her head. She was in a lot of pain and much discomfort. The doctors also couldn't give her more of the corticosteroid because that was causing damage potentially to her liver and kidneys. And so my mom had the opportunity to really evaluate her lifestyle. And for the first time, she was asked to consider not just her skin, but also the way that she ate, her gut health, and it picked up that she had the constipation, right? And that she was maybe not eating enough fiber. And so over 4 months, my mom really made an effort. She ate 10 servings of fiber-rich foods, and you're going to know exactly what those are in a moment. She also took a probiotic supplement, and the results were incredible. In just 4 months, she managed to clear the inflammation around most of her body. And to date, it has been many years, she has never taken that corticosteroid medication again. And of course, because of all the fiber, her tummy started to work a lot better. And so she doesn't struggle with the constipation. So what I want to share with you is you can get great results like this. I don't know each of you personally, but I do know that when you look after the gut, it looks after you in miraculous ways. It really does. And you don't have to be a perfectionist. You don't have to do this 100% of the time. My mom eats well. She takes the right supplements. She looks after her emotional and mental health 80% of the time. And 20% of the time it's all right. But when you do that, the 80-20 principle, you're not then going on a diet. A diet, if you think of the first 3 letters of the word, are about denial and deprivation. They're difficult. We don't want that. We want to help ourselves, those that we care about, and our clients to change our lifestyles. We want to be consistent over a long period of time so that we really enjoy good health. I do want to mention at this point that it is important that if you have very serious signs and symptoms or something like serious psoriasis like my mom did, that you don't just take dietary changes or supplements on your own. Speak to your consultant, speak to a healthcare provider, find a practitioner or somebody that can help you. But above all, don't ignore things, because when you ignore those whispers, they can become screams and shouts, and then a lot can go wrong.
Thank you, Celine. I love the way you explain things so simple. The way you explained how stress influences the gut and makes so much sense. When we stress, the body really diverts all the energy and the blood flow away from the digestive system, and that's why we have so many gut problems, because we're constantly stressed. And that personal story about your mom is very powerful. Also, what really resonated with me is when you look after your gut, it will look after you. Now, the million-dollar question is, what are some of the practical things we can do to improve our gut and overall health?
Well, the good news is that even though that microbiome, they impact your well-being, right? Because they speak to your brain, so they impact your mood, your mental health, your energy, your immunity. You can also impact them. That's the good news. So by the food that you eat and the types of supplements that you take and your lifestyle choices, you can impact them for better or for worse. And we want to make sure that you impact them for better. So remember those triggers that I spoke about that could be causing an imbalance in your microbiome? We're going to take a look at all 5 of those in a moment and how you can make better choices. The overarching message, though, for yourself, for those that you care about, for your clients, is to eat more plant-based foods and to eat a variety. So to eat like an artist. And by eat like an artist and having more color in your diet, I don't mean eating more sweets or crisps like, M&Ms and jelly tots or Smarties. I mean nature's colorful palette. So fresh produce, salads, fruits, vegetables, and the language of food is color. We need red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, brown, beige, all kinds of foods, not just beige. And so how do you make sure? What are practical things you can do? Very important question. Once we have a why, it's always easier to find a how. So now you know why it's so important. This microbiome needs these colorful foods and the right kind of nutrition and nutrients in order to thrive. Now we can look at, well, how do I make this happen for me? Well, one way to do this is to always put the color on your plate first. Why do I say that? Because if you don't, let's say you put on the spaghetti bolognese or the fish and chips or the chicken and rice, how much space will there be left on your plate? Yeah, not much. And then you end up having a very beige meal that hasn't got a lot of nutrients or fiber. So put the color on first. How much color? At least 2 fistfuls or 2 tennis ball portions. And we'll talk more about exactly the amount of portions and how you can get all these nutrients. And then if you're struggling to think of ideas for color, is to get inspiration. There are people that all they do is explore how to make easy, healthier, quick meals. So maybe look out for recipes, get inspiration, because you do not need to be spending more money. You do not need to be spending more time. When you've got the right things, for instance, in your kitchen, the right tools, when you've got the right ideas, when you have inspiration on what other things to shop for, it makes it so much easier to put this into practice. So put the color on your plate first and make sure that you've got 2 helpings. Then focus on supporting your gut, especially the microbiome. How do you do that? Well, if you are taking antibiotics or you are potentially exposed to antibiotics in your food supply, is to eat foods, those are called prebiotics that feed the bacteria. And once again, you get them in a range of different vegetables and fruits, and to consider taking a probiotic. So remember I mentioned my mom, in her case, it was really important to help support her gut, and the probiotic made a big difference. So using something like Optiflora, really helpful. And maybe eating some naturally fermented foods. Some people find that helpful. You know, fermented yogurts and drinks like kombucha or kimchi, which is cabbage that is fermented. And if you're then taking medications like painkillers or perhaps being exposed to a lot of toxins, is to support your detoxification of your liver. How do you do that? Is you eat colorful vegetables, especially things like onions and garlic and other cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and sprouts. What's also very helpful to support your immunity and to help your detoxification is, this is something I do, is I try and have every day a portion of broth and collagen. We know that that supports the microbiome and a healthier gut, and especially in the winter months. What can also help is to take a supplement that absorbs toxins, so something like Zerotox. And then definitely think about, are you eating refined foods? So are you eating starches, breads, pastries, sugars, processed foods? Could you make healthier options? Go for the higher fiber options, for instance, and make sure that you have enough fiber in your diet, perhaps taking a fiber supplement. If you have some constipation or digestive issues, magnesium may also help. And then the other thing to consider is your alcohol intake, maybe caffeine. And for beverages, I always say, are you adequately hydrated? So drink enough water or any beverage that is not going to be a diuretic, make you lose water and go to the bathroom. So for instance, the range of rooibos teas is amazing. Maybe using products that have got ingredients like ginger and aloe. So aloe, for instance, is soothing for the gut. And then, of course, the 5th trigger that I mentioned was stress. So pay attention to how could you bring in maybe a bit of mindfulness, maybe meditation, better sleep, exercise, to help reduce all the stress that we feel in our lives. I assure you that if you put some of these into practice in your life, you don't have to do them all, remember, 100% of the time, but if you do them more times than not, and when you pay attention to your gut, you eat more colorful foods, you take good quality targeted supplements, oh my gosh, you can create an incredible system that will then in turn look after you. Because when you look after your gut, it certainly does look after you.
Thank you, Celine, for your many golden nuggets of insight and for sharing your ideas. And especially, thank you for mentioning that we don't need to be perfect. Just follow these guidelines most of the time and we will reap the benefits. Powerful stuff. We've learned so much from Celine's insightful presentation that gut health is directly related to our overall health and well-being, including physical and mental health. It affects the state of our immune system, our metabolism, brain health, skin, and even overall health and well-being. So a healthy digestive tract and a healthy functioning gut means a healthy body, which makes sense because everything we eat and drink gets digested and absorbed in the gut. If the gut doesn't work properly, it affects all other systems in the body. And when you ignore those whispers, they can become screams and shouts. Profound truths indeed. Now let's connect what Celine has shared with Annique's product offering to help improve your gut and your overall health. I just want to say this topic is so relevant at the moment, as countless of people are suffering from gut challenges, and Annique has amazing, effective, safe and natural solutions to help and also improve your well-being significantly. Did you know that rooibos helps to aid in digestion? Yes, it helps to sort out stomach aches, and a study published in the Basic and Clinical Pharmacology and Toxicology Journal shows that compounds in rooibos like quercetin, orientin, and vitexin helps to relax the digestive system and relieve feelings of discomfort. Another reason to love rooibos. Now let's talk about collagen. Now when we think about collagen, most of us relate it to beautiful skin and beautiful hair and making us look beautiful, but this is merely the beginning of the benefits of collagen. Collagen also plays an important role in building and maintaining healthy connective tissue throughout your body, and more specifically in your digestive tract. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. Think of it almost like the glue that keeps your body intact and helps it to function optimally. It is made from long chains of amino acids, and these amino acids are the building blocks of our bodies and help support our connective tissues, our joints, our digestive system, our skin, our health, and so much more. Now, as we get older, our bodies produce less collagen, and this is where we see signs of aging like wrinkles and a lackluster skin. But this is not where it stops. We don't see what happens inside our bodies. We don't see our joints, our bones, our muscles, and our digestive system deteriorating as our gut lining being compromised. This is where collagen can be so beneficial to your gut and overall health. So in a nutshell, collagen aids in digestion, collagen repairs the gut lining, and collagen is beneficial for irritable bowel syndrome and leaky gut syndrome. So research has shown that people with lower collagen levels are more likely to have digestive imbalances. And to address this, you should be looking at taking a collagen supplement, specifically one that contains hydrolyzed collagen. So this means that the collagen has been broken down into very small particles, making it easier for your digestive system to absorb and digest. Now, Annique has two amazing products that contain hydrolyzed collagen, namely the bone broth and the raspberry-flavored collagen drink. Both of these provide goodness of collagen and can be used interchangeably. The new and improved hearty vegetable flavor bone broth contains additional hydrolyzed gelatin and can be enjoyed hot, especially now in winter. And the collagen drink, on the other hand, contains only collagen and can be enjoyed cold. So if you want to experience a health product that can aid in digestion, repairs the gut lining, and can help improve leaky gut syndrome, then look no further. Buy the raspberry-flavored collagen drink, 20 grams, valued at 59 Rand for only 39 Rand, and that means you save 20 Rand. This wonderful offer is valid from today until the 30th of June. Or you can even get the new hearty vegetable-flavored bone broth single sachet, now with additional hydrolyzed gelatin and a hugely improved flavor. So some of the benefits of the added hydrolyzed gelatin includes the proteins are broken into amino acids which make it easier for you to digest. It helps with bone problems like osteoarthritis. It improves brain function and therefore mental health. And it helps you to feel full so you don't experience hunger pains. You can get the new hearty vegetable flavored bone broth single sachet for only 49 Rand. The value is 69 Rand and you save 20 Rand. This offer is valid until the 30th of June. Next, let's take a look at magnesium glycinate, a supplement that boosts deficiency in this mineral. If you are experiencing poor mental performance, depression, fatigue, irritability, or even muscle spasms, chances are that you could be one of the 75% of South Africans who are not getting enough magnesium in your diet. If you have a gastrointestinal disease like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, and even ulcerative colitis, you are also most likely deficient in magnesium. Now, magnesium is critical in helping your digestive system work optimally and can even help prevent disease later in life. The World Health Organization, or WHO, reports that 3/4 of South Africans don't consume even half of their required magnesium daily. That's alarming. Now, luckily, Annique has a magnesium glycinate supplement that is bioavailable. And that means it enters the circulation when it's taken and it's highly absorbable. Yes! So Annique's magnesium glycinate is available in a convenient, easy-to-drink, effervescent tablet. So get your health back on track with the minerals your body needs to do more than 300 processes and improve your gut health. For only 129 Rand, you can buy Annique's magnesium glycinate 10 effervescent tablets valued at 179 Rand. That's an amazing saving of 50 Rand. And this offer is valid from today, 25 June, until the 30th of June. So get it now and get going with better gut health. Moving right along, Celine spoke to us about how toxins and nitrates can harm the gut and overburden the body. We are exposed to so many toxins every day, from pollution, pesticides, unfiltered water, amalgam tooth fillings, and so much more. As a result of this exposure, you might suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, spastic colon, heartburn, and even ulcers. Toxin overload can be the cause, and Annique's Zerotox can help. This amazing supplement contains Absorbitox, a unique mineral that absorbs toxins, heavy metals, and nitrates. Now, nitrates are added to food to prevent bacteria growth and gives processed meat that pink color. It has even been linked to colon cancer. So Zerotox acts like a super mop in the gastrointestinal tract and does not get absorbed into the bloodstream. It is therefore super effective in non-invasive detox, relieving allergies, improving nutritional absorption, as well as helping with gastrointestinal problems and health. So are you ready to sort out your digestive challenges once and for all? I bet you are. You can get the Zerotox now at a fantastic discounted price and say goodbye to heartburn, irritable bowel syndrome, spastic colon, and even a hangover.
You save 100 Rand when you buy Zerotox 30 capsules for only 269 Rand. Discounted from 369 Rand, this offer is valid from today, 25 June until 3 August.
Now it's time to look at some of the newest additions to the Annique Forever Healthy range that can help improve your digestive health. Celine mentioned how important the microbiome is. That is the abundance of good bacteria in your digestive system that helps to extract nutrients from food. It even creates vitamins and are so easily disrupted by our modern way of life. Taking a probiotic is the core of your health supplement program. Everybody can benefit from it. Great health starts in the gut, and an imbalance between good and bad organisms in the digestive tract can lead to poor digestion, discomfort in the gut, and many illnesses develop as a result of prolonged imbalances in the gut. The entire gut lining is replenished every 4 days, so continual supplementation of probiotics like the new Optiflora Plus is key to great health. That's why I'm so excited about our new and improved Optiflora Plus probiotic supplement. The new formula is absolutely incredible. It previously contained 3 strains of probiotics with a total of 1 billion CFUs. That is colony-forming units. And basically that means how many good bacteria is included per capsule. The new Optiflora Plus now contains 15 strains and a total of 18 billion CFUs of probiotics. Wow! That's 18 times more probiotics than the previous formula. This is revolutionary and a first in South Africa. Now, most other probiotics contain 9 strains of probiotics, and they are marketed as either advanced or intense. But Optiflora Plus contains 15 strains of probiotics. And taking a probiotic supplement like Optiflora Plus will ensure that the maximum nutrition is extracted from your food and your supplements. It also helps and allows the digestive system to function optimally and heal itself. Every single person should be taking a probiotic supplement. And the benefits are vast, from soothing digestive problems to clearing your skin, to problems like eczema and allergies, and strengthening your immune system. If you're not taking a probiotic daily, you are missing out on a myriad of health benefits, not only from your gut health, but also for your overall health and well-being. If you suffer from gastrointestinal challenges, probiotics like the incredible new Optiflora Plus is the solution to your discomfort, your food allergies, and your longevity. So, if you suffer from any intestinal disorder like bloating, indigestion, diarrhea, cramps, thrush, ulcers, or any of the myriad of conditions we've spoken about, from today you can buy the new Optiflora Plus 30 veggie caps at only 239 Rand. It's valued at 309 Rand, which means you can save 70 Rand, and this offer is valid from today until the 30th of June. Now, let's talk about our new OptiFiber supplement. As we've learned, good health starts in the gut, and without good digestion and optimal elimination of waste from our body, our health could be severely compromised. Many people suffer from constipation. It can be painful, uncomfortable, sometimes even debilitating. And having it once in a while is okay, and it's quite common. But if you suffer from problems with constipation for more than 3 months on and off, your condition is probably chronic. Now, what is the answer? Dietary fiber, I tell you. Your body needs at least 21 grams of fiber per day to ensure regular bowel movements. Now, the average person eats about between 10 and 12 grams of fiber each day. Women should be trying to eat at least 21 to 25 grams of fiber per day, while men need a bit more. They should aim for about 30 to 38 grams per day. Now, studies show that 60% or less of the population are getting their recommended fiber intake. However, Annique has the solution with our new OptiFiber supplement in the Forever Healthy range. And why is it so effective? Well, because Annique's OptiFiber supplement consists of 2 essential ingredients, inulin and psyllium husk. Now, inulin is a soluble prebiotic fiber, which acts like food for probiotics, and it helps them to multiply. Now, this is super important because these digestive bacteria play a significant role in how well we absorb nutrients, and even the production of hormones related to anxiety and appetite. Psyllium husk is important because it contains 70% soluble fiber, which means it can help increase feelings of fullness and slow digestion. And it's a natural bulk-forming laxative, thereby aiding in relieving constipation. One thing to note here is that fluid intake, together with OptiFiber, is critically important. Fiber needs fluid to work optimally, so have plenty to drink when you eat a high-fiber diet or if you're taking fiber supplements. So drink at least 2 liters of water and/or rooibos per day. And the best time to take this supplement is early in the morning on an empty stomach. To recap, and 6 reasons why you should be taking OptiFiber. 1. It can help prevent and treat constipation. 2. It helps to prevent some bowel conditions such as divertical disease and even piles. 3. It helps to lose or control weight. 4. It can help reduce the risk of bowel cancer. 5. it can help to lower your blood cholesterol levels. And 6, it can reduce the risk of developing diabetes and help control your blood sugar levels. In fact, there's no reason whatsoever why you shouldn't be taking OptiFiber, and there's certainly no reason why you shouldn't be taking advantage of our special offer today on this incredible product. For only 219 Rand, you can get Annique's OptiFiber supplement 150 grams, valued at 299 Rand, which means you save 80 Rand. This offer is valid from today, the 25th of June, to the 30th of June. Let's take a quick moment to pause, come up for air, and think a little bit about what we've seen and what we've learned so far, and ask ourselves probably the most important question of our lives. Do we want to be healthier? And of course we do. It's never too late to start. Now is the time to invest in your health, and as we've learned today, great health starts in the gut. It influences all aspects of our health, from our immunity, our brain health, our skin health, our metabolism, and even our mental well-being. Because of our modern diets, stress, our environment, and poor food quality, we need additional help from supplements. And Annique has the answers with well-researched, highly effective gut supplements. Annique has some super sweet deals on our gut health helpers. Take another look. If you need a health booster that not only helps to supply the building blocks for your body, enabling joints, bones, and skin to be strong and healthy, you need collagen. It can also aid in digestion, helps repair the gut lining, and can help improve leaky gut syndrome. Buy the raspberry-flavored collagen drink, 20 grams, valued at 59 Rand, for only 39 Rand. You save 20 Rand. And this offer is valid from today until the 30th of June. Or you can buy the new bone broth single sachet for only 49 Rand, and the value is 69 Rand, so you save 20 Rand. This offer is valid until the 30th of June. And if you're experiencing poor mental performance, depression, fatigue, irritability, or muscle spasms, then chances are you could be one of the 75% of South Africans that are not getting enough magnesium in your diet. If you have gastrointestinal disease, such as irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, and ulcerative colitis, you are most likely deficient in magnesium. Buy the magnesium glycinate 10 effervescent tablets valued at 179 Rand for only 129 Rand. That's a saving of 50 Rand. This offer is valid from today, the 25th of June, until the 30th of June. Say goodbye to heartburn, irritable bowel syndrome, spastic colon, hangovers, and even heavy metal toxicity with a natural, non-invasive solution.
Save 100 Rand when you buy Zerotox 30 capsules for only 269 Rand. It's valued at 369 Rand, and this offer is valid from today, 25 June, until 3 August.
And if you suffer from gastrointestinal challenges, probiotics, like the incredible new OptiFlora, is the solution for your discomfort, your food allergies, and your longevity. OptiFlora now contains 15 strains and a total of 18 billion colony-forming units of probiotics. That is 18 times more probiotics than the previous formula. You can buy the new and improved OptiFlora Plus 30 veggie caps at only 239 Rand. It's valued at 309 Rand, which means you save 70 Rand. This offer is valid from 25 to 30 June. The solution to constipation is finally here. Annique's new OptiFiber supplement helps to prevent and treat constipation, helps to prevent bowel conditions such as diverticular disease, piles, and annual fissure, and it helps you to lose or control weight. It also may help to reduce the risk of developing bowel cancer. It may help to lower your blood cholesterol levels and even may reduce the risk of developing diabetes and help to control your blood sugar levels. You can buy the OptiFiber supplement 150 grams valued at 299 Rand for only 219 Rand. That means you save 80 Rand. This offer is valid from today until the 30th of June. I was so impressed by the incredible, valuable information that Celine shared in her presentation earlier. I can't wait to hear what she has to share with us about the incredible insights on superfoods. Are you ready? Let's welcome Celine back to our screens.
We are now going to take a 15-minute tea break. So go and spoil yourself with your favorite Annique Rooibos cup of tea, and we will see you back here in just 15 minutes. We are just about to continue with our Boost Your Health event, so please take your seats and enjoy the rest of the program with us.
Do you feel like a superhero or a superheroine? So do you have lots of energy and vitality, and are you optimizing your well-being, and are you able to do everything you need to? Yeah, maybe not. And if we want to feel as if we have superpowers, as if we are a superhero or superheroine, we have to have a super lifestyle. And that includes a variety of things, but one of the things, and probably the cornerstone, is to have a super diet that includes what we call superfoods. So before I go straight into why and how we can do this, I'd like you to take a pen and paper, please, if you're able to, and think about your day yesterday. And what I'd like you to think about is, what did you eat? Everything that you ate, and perhaps even drank. So what might be helpful is to start with thinking where you were at each time of the day. So as you woke up in the morning, what was the first thing that you drank? What did you eat? You don't need to write it in too much detail, but write it in enough detail that you remember what it was that you had. Did you have some tea, some coffee, a rooibos tea? Did you take any supplements? What about mid-morning? Did you have a snack while you were working or carrying on with your day? Maybe looking after the kids or doing your daily responsibilities? What was lunch? What did you have for lunch? And I say yesterday, but if for some reason yesterday was completely out of the ordinary, think of a typical day. But ideally, I'd like you to reflect on yesterday if it was a typical day, because then that really gives us an honest, objective view of what you were eating. What did you have for lunch? And after lunch, did you drink anything in the afternoon? More tea, coffee, water? Did you have any snacks? And then what about your evening meal? What meal did you have? What did you prepare? Was there a snack before? Was there any color in the meal? Did you have vegetables? Was there starches, proteins? Did you maybe skip meals yesterday? And what about afterwards, before you went to bed? Did you snack on anything then? What were you doing that can be helpful to remember? Were you, watching television or on social media, on your phone? Now I'd like you to go back and circle all the colors that you can see. So not sweets or crisps and chocolate, we've spoken about that. I'd like you to circle fresh produce. So look for fruits, vegetables, and salads. And if you had, let's say, a slice of tomato in a toasted sandwich or a slice of lettuce in a hamburger, that doesn't count as a portion of colorful food, because a portion should be a tennis ball size or a small fistful. So go back and reflect on all the colorful foods, looking for, red, orange, yellow, green, purple, indigo, brown. And then if it was about a tennis ball portion, I'd like you to circle it. And let's see how many portions of these foods did you have yesterday. Now, sadly, very unfortunately, most of us are not getting nearly the minimum. So not just in South Africa, but here where I am in the UK, we are seeing that most people are not eating these plant-based foods, not enough in quantity or in quality. And you might have heard about the 5 a day. The World Health Organization a while ago said we should have 5 portions of these colorful fresh produce foods a day. But new studies now actually indicate that we need 10. So if you want to benefit from a good quality life, live longer with quality in your quantity of years, we need to be eating more of these foods. So I've worked as a dietitian in South Africa for 17 years and then for 5 years in the UK. And when I first started in clinical practice, I specialized in gut health and helping people with diabetes and heart disease. And now I'm going more into gut health and nutrigenomics, so helping us really target our nutrition through food and supplements to optimize health and well-being. And this is the one thing that I see most of us not doing. We're just simply not eating enough of these foods. And these foods are good for us because they give us fiber. And remember, fiber is good for the microbiome in the gut. But they also give us vitamins and minerals and what we call other phytonutrients. And phytonutrients are antioxidants. Aren't those mouthfuls? And antioxidants help with reducing aging. And they help with reducing inflammation. And inflammation is the first step towards most illnesses. So when we look at populations around the world where people are living longer, healthier lives, so places like Okinawa in Japan, the Mediterranean, Costa Rica, Sardinia in Italy, they seem to have a trend of eating a variety, that's key, of many plant-based foods. They're also doing other things, like there's strong social support and community, they're quite physically active, their stress levels aren't as high. But when we look at their nutrition, there's a variety of plant-based foods. So over a week, not just over a day, if you look at your day yesterday, but over a week, we should also be eating red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo, violet foods, because it's the color pigments in those foods that are bioactive compounds, like phytonutrients, vitamins and minerals, and flavonoids. And you don't need to remember all these words, but what you should, or I'd like you to remember or be curious about, is how can I use more of the language of food? And the language of food is color. How can I bring in a rainbow of color? I know it's not easy. We are stressed. We live in a world that is highly modernized, that's taken us away from nature. So we have a compromised ecology, we have permanent stress. And when there's no time and there's lots of stress from the pandemic or just work life in general, or the pace at which things have gone over the last century, it's crazy intense, the acceleration. It's hard to keep up. And one of the things we compromise is we don't move around, we don't exercise enough, we don't sleep enough, and we don't eat correctly. Your diet doesn't have to be perfect. But if most of the time you can support yourself, remember when you give your gut a fighting chance to be a little bit fit, oh my goodness, it can create magic for you. And so if you're struggling and you can't get everything you need through diet, because we know that that isn't easy because of lifestyle, even because of the quality of the foods that we eat, there's a huge opportunity to bridge any nutritional gaps by taking the right supplements. Now, Annique has got and will have such an incredible range of what we call superfood supplementation. So these are supplements that give you those bioactive compounds, those phytonutrients in a very convenient way. It does not mean that if you're taking them, you should not eat your 5 or 10 portions of vegetables, fruits, and salads a day. You need to do them in conjunction, because some days will be easier than others, where you'll get more or less, and you'll be able to create a balance. So let's take a look at this range of superfood supplements that Annique is now going to have. We're going to look at some red superfoods for anti-aging. We're going to look at yellow for anti-inflammation. We're going to look at green in terms of superfood greens. We're going to look at purple, which can help with blood pressure and cardiovascular health. We're going to look at white, which is nature's natural antibiotic. And we're going to look at brown, which is a wonderful way to support your adrenal system, and endurance. Superfood Red for anti-aging support and fighting free radicals. Now, the key ingredient that acts as an antioxidant in Superfood Red is resveratrol. You might have heard of resveratrol in combination with red wine, but we know that too much wine is not good for us. Resveratrol, though, is a good antioxidant that also has cardiovascular support and can help with aging. There are other compounds in the supplement that are beneficial. So grapeseed extract is also a compound that is known to support good cardiovascular health. There's also cranberry extract. So cranberry extract is good for the urinary tract system, so it could help minimize urinary tract infections. It's also an antioxidant, as is the extracts of rooibos, powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. So this is a good supplement for helping to support the aging process and fighting free radicals, because we know that free radicals can cause oxidation, and that is what promotes aging, as well as inflammation. But I'll chat about inflammation when we talk about Superfood Yellow. Now, who can take these supplements? It's important for each of the supplements, any supplement you take, especially the Superfood range, to make sure if it is appropriate for women that may be breastfeeding or pregnant, also if it's safe for children to take, and what time of day. So be sure for each of the superfood supplements to understand when and who can take those.
In summary, Superfood Red for anti-aging support. This is a blend of powerful antioxidant ingredients that help combat premature aging and fight off free radicals. One of the key ingredients in this powerful blend is resveratrol. Resveratrol is a polyphenol that is similar to an antioxidant and helps protect our cells from oxidation, therefore making it a great line of defense for anti-aging. Other benefits include reducing oxidative damage, lowering blood pressure, lowering blood sugar, supporting healthy brain function, and improving kidney function. It is therefore ideal for those wanting to slow down the aging process, those wanting to reduce the risk of heart disease, those that want to prevent cognitive decline and boost brain health, as well as those wanting to reduce urinary tract infections.
Superfood Yellow, nature's powerful anti-inflammatory. So this supplement has got a mixture of very powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant compounds, which I'll go to in a little bit more detail. And think about it. When was the last time that you ate a yellow fruit or vegetable? Maybe reflect on that food chart of what you ate yesterday. We should be eating these 3 or 4 times a week, if possible every day. Not always easy. So this supplement takes the combination of various ingredients like turmeric, ginger, lutein, beta-carotene, and really provides a powerful combination of anti-inflammatory agents. What is inflammation anyway? I like to think of it, if you think of the word inflammation, you might think of inflame or flame, which makes us think of a fire. And some inflammation is okay. It's actually natural. But it's a bit like stress. A little bit of stress, acute stress, is okay. Too much or chronic stress for too long is what leads to overwhelm and burnout. The same with inflammation. A little bit of acute inflammation the body can manage. However, chronic inflammation that can sometimes go on for months or years is like the smoldering fire that increases in intensity. It's like a silent killer. It silently damages our body, and then we end up with inflammatory-based conditions like skin conditions, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, other inflammatory conditions. So anti-inflammatory agents like those found in Superfood Yellow act like firefighters. They can help to reduce and minimize the damage that's caused by chronic inflammation. So one of the main ingredients is curcumin. So curcumin is the powerful ingredient that we see in turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory and can help a lot with easing that damage. Then there's also ginger. So ginger from ancient times has been known to be so good for the gut. So it can help with nausea and easing a tummy or any kind of wind or discomfort. It's a natural detox aid, very good for the gut. There's also beta carotene. So beta carotene we know is good for the eyes, and we find beta carotene in carrots. Beta carotene is rich in vitamin A, and it helps with skin health. And also lutein, just like with beta carotene, is very good for promoting eye health and the damage that inflammation or aging can cause with that. So that's superfood yellow, nature's anti-inflammatory.
In summary, superfood yellow, nature's anti-inflammatory. It is a powerful combo of nutrient-dense yellow root spices such as turmeric and ginger with beta-carotene from carrots and green rooibos. What it does is it is anti-inflammatory, it is an antioxidant, it promotes eye health, promotes healthy joints, healthy skin and digestion, and can soothe arthritis. So who is this for? It's ideal for those looking for powerful anti-inflammatory properties. It also helps to stimulate the body's own antioxidant enzymes and may help to soothe arthritis. We've had testimonials showing positive improvement with arthritis and pain relief in conditions such as fibromyalgia. It also helps with skin health and may be ideal for those wanting to lower their risk of heart disease, and may also assist sports people as it can assist with performance.
Superfood greens, which naturally lowers cholesterol levels and has many other benefits. So when was the last time you had a really nice, good serving of green fruits or vegetables? Not always that easy, right? So this supplement has got a combination of 7 different, mostly green, active ingredients. What are they good for? Specifically helping with cardiovascular health. So you've heard of cholesterol. We know that we get good and bad cholesterol. These may help to reduce the bad cholesterol as well as triglycerides, and they can really help in terms of our cardiovascular and arterial health. So let's go through the different ingredients, because some of them you'll recognize and some might be new for you. One that I'm sure you'll recognize is green rooibos extract, which is a very powerful antioxidant. It helps with reducing inflammation, which in turn may also help with reducing cholesterol. Can also help with aging. We spoke about that when we spoke about one of the previous superfoods. Moringa. Now moringa, I remember being in the garden once with an old dear friend, and she was so excited to show me her moringa plant and make me moringa tea. And she said that ever since she could remember, she was a young child, and for her own children, how she would give them moringa to helping with digestive disorders and the liver, boosting a bit of wound healing and immunity. So a very good active ingredient to have. You may have heard of spirulina, which is also one of the ingredients in the superfood, which is also anti-inflammatory and could help support with blood sugar and inflammation. Grapeseed extract, if you may remember, that's also something that's good for the heart, can help with immunity and wound healing, and an all-round good antioxidant. Rhodiola rosa, which may assist with weight loss and be an anti-inflammatory. Ashwagandha, I've actually used ashwagandha on its own before. It's an antioxidant. It can also help with balancing hormones and thyroid function and with stress management. And then lastly, but not least, kale. So kale we know is a leafy green that's good for us, not always easy to eat it. It's again boosts the antioxidant content of the superfood greens. It's anti-inflammatory, helps with detoxification, helps us to get more of the nutrients that we know that we need. So superfoods greens for naturally lowering cholesterol and boosting health.
In summary, Superfood Green naturally lowers cholesterol. Superfood Green is a plant-based blend of 7 mostly green vegetables. This formula has been designed to help lower cholesterol levels and provide powerful antioxidants. It may help reduce bad LDL cholesterol levels. It lowers triglyceride levels. It helps with cardiovascular and arterial health. It may help with weight management and aids detoxification and reduces inflammation. So who's it for? It's ideal for those wanting to manage cholesterol or heart disease, also for those who want to lose weight, and for those looking for general anti-aging and to support brain health.
Superfood Purple, which helps to lower blood pressure and cholesterol. So purple also makes me think of deep red hues. So if you think about the foods that you've eaten recently, how many purple or deep red foods have you had? Yeah, so what makes purple, that pigment purple, so bioactive is the compound called anthocyanin. You don't need to remember this name, but know that the deeper and richer the color, likely the more anthocyanin is in there, which is a powerful antioxidant. And what's so special about this superfood blend is that it contains 10 different ingredients that come from various places like berries and fruits, providing different types of phytonutrients. Remember, those are the bioactive compounds that act as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents. So why don't we go through them together and see if you recognize them all? I'm sure there might be some new names. One of the first 10 active key ingredients is bilberry. So bilberry could help to lower cholesterol, improves cardiovascular health. Pomegranate, I'm sure you've heard about the pomegranate fruits, not always easy to come around, so great that this extract is inside the superfood. Acai, which is spelled ACAI, acai, which also has some benefits in terms of giving us nutrients that could help with reducing aging and degenerative disease like cancer and cholesterol. Elderberry, which is another rich antioxidant. Aronia, which can also be antifungal and antiviral and antibacterial. Montmorency cherry. Now I know from when I've struggled with sleep that cherry extract can be good for insomnia. So it's not only anti-inflammatory and antioxidant and could help with managing blood pressure, but could also help with insomnia. Red beetroot. Beetroot is one of my favorite vegetables. I really enjoy eating it. And so this is included in the supplement. Lucuma, maybe that's a new one. Lucuma is an antioxidant, can also help support heart health. Goji berry, I'm sure you've heard about those. Not always easy to eat and keep in our diet. And then fermented rooibos. I just think it's incredible how this superfood can contain 10 of these different ingredients. Absolutely great.
In summary, Superfood Purple helps lower blood pressure and cholesterol. Superfood Purple is a powerful blend of 10 berries and fruits packed with antioxidants to help fight against free radicals and maintain healthy arteries by lowering blood pressure and reducing cholesterol. So it helps to keep the heart and cardiovascular system healthy, it protects against free radicals, it improves blood circulation, it is antiviral and bacterial. Superfood Purple is ideal for those with blood pressure and cholesterol. We have received positive testimonials about helping with high blood pressure. It is also ideal for those with arthritis, those who want to boost their immunity, and may be helpful for those with insomnia, as some of the ingredients are useful for enhancing sleep.
Superfood White, nature's antibiotic. Now, I'm sure that you've heard about the benefits of garlic and how garlic is good for immune boosting and has been used for years and years as a natural antibiotic, antibacterial, antifungal agent to help the immunity. And we all know that garlic also has a very common smell. Did you know that that comes from the active ingredient called allicin? So allicin is what gives it its unique smell. It's also one of the bioactive compounds that is good for us. In garlic, there are also other compounds that are sulfur-rich compounds that are good for the detoxification system. So are you using enough garlic? This superfood can be a really good way to get the combination of concentrated garlic extract as well as rooibos antioxidant extract. So what it does is it helps to support a healthy immune system, detoxify, may help you lower your blood pressure. And so it's good if you maybe suffer from a lot of infections, or you get colds and flu often, or you have allergies or problems with your gut. So yeah, be sure to include Superfood White as a natural, powerful antibiotic.
In summary, Superfood White, nature's antibiotic, is a potent combo of nutrient-rich garlic and green rooibos extract that provides massive immune-boosting benefits. What it does is it boosts the immune system. It's a natural antibiotic and antimicrobial agent. It helps to fight respiratory infections. It naturally detoxifies because of the blood cleansing ability and helps to lower blood pressure. So this supplement is ideal for people who regularly get cold and flu, those suffering from infections and allergies. We've had positive testimonials showing improvement in sinus and allergies with Superfood White. It is also ideal for those with chronic diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, and for those who experience yeast infections on a regular basis.
Superfood Brown for adrenal support and endurance sport. So this superfood is extraordinary in that it contains adaptogens. So 6 adaptogens from mushroom extracts. Adapt to what, you might be thinking? Well, let's go back to the beginning. We know that many of us, most of us, if not all of us, have a lot of stress. And also when you're an endurance athlete and doing a lot of sport, that puts stress on your body. Now, stress involves the adrenal glands. And so to help support the adrenal glands, because if we don't and we're overwhelmed by stress, we can get to potential fatigue and burnout and have all kinds of health issues, it is helpful to have adaptogens. Now, adaptogens are a bit like a thermostat, how a thermostat would regulate temperature in a room. It would know if it was too hot or too cold and then adjust the heating. Adaptogens inside your body know when potentially you need a little bit more energy, so you need to increase the energy, or maybe to calm the nervous system and bring it down. So quite helpful. And the adaptogenic properties of mushrooms are incredibly studied, especially at the moment, and there's such incredible research coming out to show how they can support our overall well-being, physical endurance and performance, as well as immunity and responding to the stress that we're exposed to. So let's take a look at what are the kind of ingredients, the active ingredients inside this superfood. Cordyceps, which sounds maybe a bit harsh, but it's a form of mushroom that's really good. It's quite well studied. It's known to potentially help with performance and reducing inflammation. Can also increase energy levels and reduce fatigue. Reishi, which can help with supporting the immune system and cardiovascular health. King trumpet is another mushroom adaptogen extract. Shiitake, you may know shiitake because maybe you've cooked with it, but here we've got the extract that's included and may help with anti-aging as well and helping the immune system. Lion's mane always makes me think of something that's quite good, that's going to make me feel strong, and that's potentially what it does for us too. It can also help with cognitive function. So it's one of the mushroom extracts that I know has been researched and used in those kind of studies. And then turkey tail. So from lion's mane to turkey tail and cordyceps and reishi and shiitake, this supplement is really full of superfood adaptogenic mushroom extracts that can help to support your adrenal system and endurance sport.
In summary, Superfood Brown for adrenal support and endurance sport. This is a powerful blend of 6 adaptogen mushroom extracts to help the body enhance its adrenal function, immunity, physical and mental endurance, and to prevent adrenal fatigue. What it does is boost exercise performance, decrease inflammation, improves cardiovascular health, decreases fatigue and increases energy levels, boosts the immune system, helps with diabetes management, and contains natural probiotics. So who is this ideal for? It is ideal for those that want to support themselves through stress and it may help reduce brain fog. It is also really good as an endurance support for those athletes that do endurance sports.
I hope that you've enjoyed this journey with me through the superfood range. And remember, we need all different bioactive components in order to be healthy. When you look after your body and your gut and you give it the antioxidant support it needs, you really can support and optimize your overall well-being. So remember, manage your stress. Take a look at how you can enhance your diet by eating like an artist, and make sure that you take the best possible targeted nutrient support and supplements so that you can feel well. Remember to take a look at each of the individual superfoods to check who they are appropriate for and at what age you can start them, because the earlier we start with these kind of healthy lifestyle habits, the better, and also what time of day is best. I wish you health and vitality that feels as bright and vast as any full-colored rainbow.
In conclusion, instead of waiting for things to go wrong, especially when it comes to our health, as this can cost a lot more in terms of resources and energy, it is good to look at how we can enhance good health. We know that eating like an artist and having 10 servings of colorful plant-based foods on most days of the week is very important. However, that isn't always easy. And so often there is a gap. And to help us bridge that nutrient gap, we can take this range of superfood supplements as an overall life and health insurance.
Thank you so much, Celine, for joining us all the way from London and for the wealth of knowledge and insight you have shared with us, both on the importance of the healthy gut and the power of superfoods. Did you know rooibos is actually a superfood? Time magazine named rooibos as one of the top 50 superfoods in the world. Rooibos is indigenous to South Africa and has now been awarded the protected designation of origin status from the European Union. Other products that also have this status include champagne, port, and Parma ham. Rooibos is the first African food to be awarded this status, and it means that rooibos is protected and appreciated for its uniqueness. All our superfood supplements contain rooibos for its anti-aging, antioxidant, and amazing health-promoting benefits, including that it fights heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and stress. Let's pause for a moment and talk about antioxidants. Now, we hear this term often and we know they are good for us, but people seldom really know what they are and what they do. In simple terms, antioxidants are like molecules that fight free radicals in our body. Now, what on earth are free radicals? Free radicals are compounds that can cause harm if their levels become too high. This leads to many diseases, including heart disease, cancer, diabetes, etc. The balance between antioxidants and free radicals is critical. When free radicals exceed antioxidants, this is called oxidative stress, and being in this state for too long leads to DNA damage and even cell death. Think of it like this. Every cell in your body is made up of millions of molecules that communicate and mingle with each other, and each molecule is made up of electrons. When a molecule loses an electron, the molecule is unbalanced and it becomes a free radical trying to steal electrons from other molecules to restore itself. Imagine that each molecule is a sports team made up of a certain amount of players, and these are electrons. During the game, one of the players can be injured or even sent off the field, resulting in an unbalanced team. An unbalanced team becomes a free radical obsessed by replacing this player, sometimes even trying to steal another player, creating chaos on the field. Now, antioxidants are like the reserve team, and they will gladly donate one of their players to the free radical team to restore balance. Now, as you know, we here at Annique are passionate about making a difference in people's lives, and improving someone's health is the ideal way to do it. To this end, Annique has made it easy and convenient to get the best of what nature has to offer in the form of superfood supplements. Good health is something we need to nurture daily, and nutrients from nature is the perfect way to keep our health in check. But eating like an artist, which was Celine's way of putting it, isn't always that easy, right? It's also not practical or sometimes even accessible. We must also understand that we don't need to have ailments to make use of superfoods. Much of these benefits are really for preventative care. Good health doesn't magically happen after eating one healthy meal or salad or going quickly to the gym once in a lifetime. It's something we need to constantly work at and invest, and taking supplements to prevent disease later in life is part of this approach. And this is where superfoods shine. But first, what are superfoods and what do they do? Well, to summarize, all Annique superfoods are packed with antioxidants. Those are the good guys. And the body's reserve team to help balance out a lost team member and restore the team to function as it should. There are thousands of types of antioxidants, and the more variety you get, the better. So let's start with red. Red superfoods protect your body from cell damage, and therefore it is anti-aging. Yes, that sounds good. Yellow superfoods fight inflammation, like a firefighter dousing the flames of inflammation in your body. Green superfood has all the green stuff, like kale, green rooibos, and spirulina, and helps to naturally lower cholesterol. Purple superfoods contain lots of berries, and it's antibacterial, and it helps to improve circulation, lower blood pressure, and feed your body for a healthy heart. White superfood is a natural antibiotic that fights infections, cold, and flu. And brown superfood is for energy and for stress support. Okay, that's the sort of boring bit done, but now for the fun part. Are you ready? We have some fantastic, incredible offers on the superfood range available now. Now, before we get to these incredible specials, I want to share with you a testimonial of Annette Boshoff, one of our beloved Annique consultants from Hartenbos. What Annette loved most about the Superfood Red was when she heard how it will help with anti-aging and how specifically wonderful the resveratrol in the formula is. She knew immediately that everybody needs the Superfood Red and decided to send a WhatsApp photo and advert to all of her groups, with simply adding that everybody needs it. The next day, she sent another advert of the Superfood Red on all of her WhatsApp groups with adding the text, "This is amazing and a must-have." And on day 3, she again sent a different ad on the Superfood Red on all her WhatsApp groups, adding that she cannot believe what this product can do. Within 4 days, she received 26 orders of the Superfood Red, and the orders just kept coming in. So it just goes to show that sometimes saying less is more. By sending 3 different adverts, all focusing on how the Superfood Red can benefit you with the anti-aging process, she created a need for that product and with her clients, and they really wanted it immediately. If you are interested in a natural anti-aging supplement that can even help prevent frequent bladder infection, look no further than the Superfood Red capsules. It contains resveratrol, cranberry, and rooibos to pack an anti-aging punch. Get it for only 169 Rand, you save 90 Rand, and it's valued at 259 Rand. Next, we have some incredible personal testimonials about how the fantastic superfood supplement range that Annique offers helped others. With me in studio is Audrey Swart from Centurion. Hello, Audrey.
Hello, Adele.
It's nice to see you.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
So Audrey is a mother of a young boy, a sales rep, and therefore a very, very busy lady. So Audrey, I believe you've been suffering from fibromyalgia for a couple of years.
That's correct, yes.
Please tell us a bit more about this condition.
Fibromyalgia is an autoimmune illness. The brain sends false signals to the body. It causes inflammation in the nerve endings, and therefore the whole body is painful the whole day.
Sure. So what are some of the symptoms that you experience with this condition?
Okay, it's brain fog, it's sore joints, fatigue, swelling, water retention, stuff like that.
Okay. So I believe you've had some wonderful results with some of our superfood supplements.
Oh, yes, I have indeed.
So one of them was the Superfood Yellow. Please
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about that.
The superfood yellow definitely helps with the inflammation. I actually forgot to take it over the weekend, and I must tell you, I felt it.
Okay.
It helps, it reduces the swelling, and I can feel I'm not that stiff.
Sure, yes.
And yes, therefore I don't have to take as many painkillers.
Excellent. You've also been taking the superfood brown.
The
am I
brown,
correct?
yes, yeah.
So tell us why did you start to take it, and what does it do for you?
Well, I saw one of your promotions last year. There were a few of your products, your superfoods, and
Yeah.
it looked interesting to me, so I bought all of them. And the superfoods brown gave me the most amazing feeling of energy, and the brain fog actually went away, and it was just wonderful.
Okay, I know. I think when we chatted before, you said you were struggling with energy and
Yes.
feeling lethargic. So
Yes.
did the superfood brown help you with this
Oh,
also?
yes, definitely. Yes.
Fantastic. And then you also have been suffering from sinus, correct?
Yes, that's true.
So what are some of the symptoms, and how did you experience the superfood white?
The superfood white is absolutely amazing. It helps the drainage. It also takes away, all the stuffiness, the pain. And it's better than taking antibiotics, and it works. It really, really works.
I'm sure you take a lot of medication, and a natural solution is something that really helps you, yes?
I used to take a lot of medication, and now I don't have to.
That's excellent. It's so nice to hear that our products are actually making a difference.
It is, definitely.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Audrey. It's been nice to chat to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, chronic inflammation is a silent killer and leads to many secondary conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and many more. The root cause of all disease can be ascribed to inflammation. Superfood yellow contains natural anti-inflammatory ingredients like ginger, curcumin, and acts like a firefighter in your body to fight inflammation. Save 80 Rand on the superfood yellow valued at 239 Rand. You only pay 159 Rand. We've received some amazing testimonials from our superfood green. Let's take a look.
I'm Petra from Port Elizabeth, and my husband Etienne is a very active and fit husband for many years, and he goes for his annual checkup every year. But for 4 to 5 years, his cholesterol levels were just beyond the normal and healthy rate. So I said, Etienne, let's try the superfood green. You will be my guinea pig. So he took one in the morning, and after 2 months, he went back for his checkup. And voila, there was the cholesterol levels down to a healthy normal. The doctor was happy, Etienne was happy. I, of course, was the most happy Annique wife, because Superfood Green delivered what it promised. It gave back my healthy, active Etienne. Thank you very much, Superfood Green.
Buy the superfood green with wonderful green ingredients like the well-known superfood spirulina and kale. And if you're not getting enough green veggies in your diet, at least 5 portions a day, well, Celine actually said 10, this is the supplement for you. And it's ideal to fight cholesterol, a problem that many South Africans are facing and a lead contributor to heart conditions. Get the Superfood Green for the incredible price of only 149 Rand. It's valued at 249 Rand, and that means you save 40% and 100 Rand. Let's listen to one of our incredible testimonials we've received on the Superfood Purple.
Hello everyone, my name is Liesel Breitenbach and I'm a cell analyzer. I scan each and every organ, 9 bloods, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, deficiencies and much more on cellular level. I've been working with clients to optimize their health for a few years now. I incorporate a supplement regimen if that is what the clients needs, which includes Annique's superfood range. I want to share a testimonial of one of my clients with you. The first client is a 43-year-old male with a typical A personality, which means he is a perfectionist and has a very high stressed work. He was experiencing daily headaches and was diagnosed with high blood pressure. He started taking Superfood Purple and within 7 days, he stopped all the painkillers he was drinking and his blood pressure improved.
Berries are some of the best foods you can get, but They're not always freshly available, and boy, are they expensive. Now, berries provide a myriad of health-promoting antioxidants. And if you want to naturally lower your blood pressure, then Superfood Purple with 10 ingredients, mostly dark purple berries, is the ideal supplement for you. Get the Superfood Purple for only 169 Rand. It's valued at 239 Rand, so that means you save 70 Rand. It's now my pleasure to welcome in studio Corneille from Renen from Pretoria. Hi, Corneille.
Hi, Adele.
So Corneille is a very busy spa manager, and she's also a Annique consultant, and she juggles a lot of things every day with a busy spa in Sandton. And Corneille has experienced some amazing results with some of our superfood supplements. So thanks for joining us, Corneille.
It's my pleasure.
So I believe a couple of years back you really developed severe sinus.
That's correct.
Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, basically, all of a sudden, just severe sinuses. I've gone to numerous doctors, cortisone injections. Basically, just had to accept the fact that it is a chronic sinus problem that I'll have to deal with the rest of my life. Then one day, I read that actually the Annique White Superfoods actually helps for sinus problems. And I thought, you know, I've got absolutely nothing to lose. Let me give it a go.
Okay.
And you will not believe, after about 2 weeks, my sinuses are completely clear. I've never, ever had a problem with sinuses.
Wow.
Ever again.
So how often do you take it, and how many do you take on a day?
In the beginning, I took 2 a day, where now I only take 1 a day. Doesn't matter if I take it in the mornings, evenings, afternoons. As long as I take my 1 superfood a day, I've got absolutely no sinus problems.
Fantastic. So you run a super busy spa. Tell us about your day.
Oh, well, I get up very early in the morning, and it's just go, go, go all day long. So I must say, there's never a moment of just sitting and taking a breath. It's just full speed all day.
Okay. So you've also started taking the Superfood Brown supplement, and you've said that it's helped you.
Phenomenal difference.
Tell us about that.
So normally around 2 o'clock in the day, I had a definite peak down. Even my staff knew. Don't ask me difficult questions after 2 o'clock. I'm on my down. And since I've been taking the brown superfoods, I just never have that peak down anymore. It's just constant energy throughout the day.
Fantastic. So it not just helps for endurance or as an endurance supplement for people, it helps people with busy lifestyles also get energy.
Just to keep on going all day without that dip that you feel this time.
Fantastic. I think many people experience that. But you've also had real success with the purple superfood.
Indeed, they just keep on getting better.
Share. We want to know.
So in sense of blood pressure, I know blood pressure also being, you know, stress related, busy peaks of times you get your blood pressure shooting up. So just up, down, but normally just a very high blood pressure. And since I've been taking the purple superfoods, my blood pressure has just stabilized.
That's excellent.
Beautifully.
I think one of the important things also people don't usually realize is preventative care is so important. So before you start getting severe blood pressure challenges, you can take something like the Superfood Purple to manage those.
Absolutely. It made a phenomenal difference in my life.
It's lovely to hear that Annique's products makes a difference in people's lives.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today, Corneille. It's been lovely.
Thank you, Adele. Bye.
Winter is upon us, and we all need an immune builder. Nothing beats nature's antibiotic, garlic, and it can even sort out your sinuses. Buy the Superfood White with garlic and green rooibos and prevent those sniffles naturally. Now available for you to buy at only 149 Rand. You save 80 Rand, and it's valued at 229 Rand. We have another great testimonial about our Annique superfoods. This time it's the Superfood Brown.
Hi everyone, my name is Dian Bronkhorst and I would like to share a quick testimonial with you on the Superfood Brown. I recently entered and completed my first ultra trail marathon, and the superfood really helped me with endurance and stamina. I used it 2 weeks prior to the race and the day before the race, and I must say I really enjoyed and completed my first ultra marathon.
And don't forget your gift of the day, Superfood Brown. This fantastic formula contains 6 adaptogen mushrooms that are excellent for stress and boosting energy. Remember, Celine explained that adaptogen is like a thermostat. It helps to adjust either up or down, hence the name, and according to your body's needs. Don't tell me you eat mushrooms every single day. Come on. I know you don't, especially not these weirdly named ones in the incredible, innovative formula. So, with a supplement that has fantastic benefits, it's so perfect, and it's unbelievable that this supplement can help for sports enthusiasts and help with recovery. Buy the innovative Superfood Brown supplement for only 55 Rand. You save a whopping 214 Rand, and it's valued at 269 Rand. Remember, this offer is non-discountable, so it allows us to give you the best possible price so you can try it for yourself and experience the amazing stress-relieving benefits. Also, please note that this offer is exclusive to Annique consultants only, and it's 1 per consultant. Now, these offers are all available from today and close on the 30th of June. So hurry, get yours now and say hello to great health. Okay, now that we've got you all excited about the stunning Annique special offers on superfoods and supplements for gut health, I hope you're all just as excited to find out who's going to win our second giveaway of the day. And that's Annique products to the value of 3,500 Rand. Thank you so much, everybody, for sending in your superfood testimonials. And the winner is, the name will be appearing on your screen right now. Congratulations, and remember to get in contact with our CRM team to claim your Annique gift. Well, that's it for today, and I'd like to close by saying I think we all should change that old adage to an apple a day keeps the doctor away to an Annique supplement a day keeps the doctor away. I doubt anyone would disagree. From me, Adele the Toy, and from all of us here at Annique Rooibos, stay warm, stay happy, stay safe, and stay loved, but most of all, stay healthy. Goodbye.